The steps to ranking for a keyword on a more macro level or a high level is that firstly, the keyword has to be related to your website. You can't be a tire manufacturer and then you write something about insurance and you're going to start ranking for it. Google is becoming smarter and smarter and they're really cracking down on this. Firstly, the keyword that you try to pick has to be related to your website. The second thing, because this is a laborious process, some keywords are very difficult to rank for. You have to be certain that this is the keyword that you want to rank for. The second step is really assessing whether this keyword is worth ranking for. Do you think it's going to drive the impact that you want it to drive? Is it going to drive the traffic? Is it going to drive the leads? What exactly is your intent with this keyword? The third thing you need to do is, if you have decided on this keyword, is you need to test out a couple of different things. You need to test whether it has search volume, how difficult it is. These are probably the two most important metrics that you need to look at. Because if this keyword is driving no traffic, if it's driving virtually no traffic, is it worth you investing time and effort into ranking for it? Because there might be other more valuable keywords, or people might just be searching that thing in a different way. That might also clear up some of your questions. So is this the right keyword? The other thing is on keyword difficulty. If you're competing against Amazon, Walmart, Facebook, Wikipedia, if you're competing against the biggest websites in the world who have humongous budgets and humongous user engagement signals, lots of backlinks, it's very unlikely you're going to rank. If the keyword difficulty is at 70, because so many competitive websites are going after it, and you're a brand new website and you have literally no authority built, it's very unlikely you're going to rank for it. This might mean that you are not going after this keyword at all, or maybe you're going after a different version of this keyword. That's the other distinction that you need to make. After you've gone through these filters, this will allow you to understand that this is the right keyword that I want to go after. Now, at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to take that keyword, you're going to put it into Google. When you put it into Google, you're going to see the results that are coming up on the first page. You can ignore the sponsored ads, but we're just looking at the organic ones. You want to see what types of pages are ranking for this specific keyword. Are they all blogs? Are they all commercial pages or landing pages, service pages? Do they have specific commonalities in their title tags? Are they all top 5, top 6, top 10? You need to understand what Google is already ranking because it will help you identify the intent, which is ultimately what you need in order to create the piece of content which is going to rank. Let's just say that you come across a page or you search commercial insurance Toronto. That's the keyword that you're going after. Let's just say you're going after that keyword. You search it, and what you see is that on the first page, there's about 5 of the results are landing pages, 3 of them are blogs, and then 2 of them are top 10 type websites, which are top 10 insurance companies in Toronto. That's probably a general mix you might see for a result like that. Now you need to determine is which of these results am I competing against? Because you can't compete against all of them. Are you competing against the blogs? Are you competing against the landing pages? Are you competing against the top 10 websites? Once you've determined that, then you start creating the content, which is similar to whatever ranks already, but is better in some way. Maybe you have more content. Maybe you're sending it more backlinks. Maybe you are addressing more secondary keywords. That's what you're going to do. Let's say you want to compete against the landing page. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the 4 or 5 landing pages that are ranking, and you're going to see what are the commonalities. These are the must-haves that I must have in my article because they're represented in all of them. Google's looking for this. Maybe it's an FAQ section. Maybe it's a certain call out. Maybe it's a certain type of keyword. So you start assessing this, and then you plug in your creativity. How can I make this better? Adding more content, adding more sections, removing sections. It depends on how you go about it. Ideally, what happens is that before it goes to the writer, it goes from an SEO person who creates content brief. They look at the page, they come up with the sections, they give you the primary keywords, the secondary keywords you need to have, the different headings that you need to have. They send you that over. It goes to the writer and designer work together to create the copy and design. And then you publish that page. That's the starting of it. Now that you have the page published, it's obviously going to start with the page rank or page authority of 0, which is how authoritative that page is. Now you need to start seeing, hey, this is why competition is really important. The keyword commercial insurance Toronto, probably you need a domain rating of 50 plus, and you probably need hundreds if not thousands of referring domains or backlinks to rank for that. If you are a brand new website and you try to rank for it, it's highly unlikely you're going to rank for it. That's why competition or analyzing the competition is very important. Now that you're in the space, you know what you're expected in terms of referring domains and content length, et cetera, et cetera. Now that the page is out, now what you want to start doing is you want to start tracking whether it gets indexed. And the other thing you want to start doing if you want to rank for it is when you start catching up in terms of the backlinks or the referring domains. There's a couple of different ways you can do it. So you can send the backlink directly to the article, and it has to be from a relevant website, a good website, good copy within the article, getting tons of traffic. These are the types of websites you want linking to. When you start sending them to that page, you can send it directly. The other way you can do it is send it indirectly. You can write a blog. This is called siloing. You have the commercial liability insurance Toronto page up, and it's a landing page. What you can start doing is you can start thinking of what are the different blogs you can write about it. And this is called siloing. You might want to think of 3 or 4 blogs that are related to commercial insurance Toronto and write a little bit more about them. What insurance do you need in Toronto? How much does insurance cost in Toronto? You want to write these blogs, and you can internally link to the landing page. What more you can do is you can start sending backlinks to these blogs. So these blogs become really authoritative, and then the link juice basically transfers from these blogs to your landing page. And that's how you get a website to rank. You have to consider the keyword, you have to consider the competition, you have to get something out there with the proper intent of that keyword. Then you have to start creating content silos and also sending it backlinks directly and indirectly, and then monitor your results, make the changes as needed. If freshness is a score, you might have to go back and continuously change your content if you want to stay in the top spots. Freshness as a score is how often a content piece needs to be refreshed. And for some terms, it's more important than others. You need to determine that. And then, you just continuously go through the cycle of getting it to rank. And you'd be really surprised. We've gotten extremely competitive keywords to rank by doing exactly what I just told you. And we're geniuses. So if we can do it, you can do it as well.